Greetings, friends. Steven here, and welcome to Gamer Hall. This is Gamer Hall episode 56. Our recording day is February the 9th, 2019? Okay, so apparently the last video I recorded for the CatMax Gaming YouTube channel was back in October. Yeah, where does the time go? But hey, we're back. We've got a brand new pickups video to show off. Now, everything you see here is actually old pickups. Obviously, it's been a few months since that video, and there's been lots of pickups. I just haven't really been in the mood for YouTube stuff. Just been feeling kind of down lately because of the job I've been working. I actually gave notice, my 2-week notice for that job, because it just occurred to me that I've been there, according to records, I've been at my job for almost 8 years now, and I just really have nothing to show for it. I'm able to buy, like toys and games and stuff, but as far as actually, progressing, having an actual career, it hasn't given me any of those things, so it's time to move on. But that's another story for another time. We're here to show off some pickups. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. We're just going to look through this real quick. So, this is already out of the box. This is a Transformers Decepticon Shockwave. So supposedly this is called the Cyber Battalion series, but I don't think it's actually called that anywhere. It's just very generic. What some might call an evergreen design, like obviously based on the G1 look of Shockwave. For the most part, I'm not digging this line all that much, but it's pretty new for Canada. But this one, the Shockwave, actually is pretty decent. His, spaceship mode, it's not great. But as far as the robot mode, that is a pretty solid representation of him. And as a neat bonus, these little wings for, I guess, his spaceship? I don't even want to call it a spaceship, but whatever. The flying device does have wings, and in robot mode, his wings can actually be folded out, so give him like an extra, like a super robot kind of look. So that's pretty neat. Otherwise, it just looks like that. Next up, Transformers Zone. I found this thing. Yeah, a Metals diecast Autobot Optimus Prime. Obviously, once again, designed after the original G1 look of Optimus Prime. This does not transform. It's just a die-cast truck toy. Obviously, though, made to look as the G1 Optimus did look. If you take it out, you can see at the bottom of the truck there's a design of him in robot mode. But honestly, and there's the brand, Hollywood Rides. Honestly, though, it looks really darn neat just in this case here, so I might just leave it as is. Like, with a toy like this, like, you have to open it to actually get to the toy. And then you want to transform and play with it, pose it and all that. But something like this, where it's just, like, I can roll it around, but, I mean, come on. It's probably just going to end up on a shelf, so I might as well just leave it in there. So, next up, we do occasionally have games to show up on Gamer Hall. PS4, Genesis Alpha 1. I've been seeing some people stream this game. It's kind of gone under the radar. It's kind of like No Man's Sky meets the base building of Subnautica? Something like that. And I have a feeling, by the way, for game collectors out there, you might want to pick this up, because I don't think there are going to be a lot of these discs to go around. But yeah, game looks pretty neat. Check it out on Twitch, or obviously here on YouTube if you like. I might stream it over on catmax_gaming over on Twitch. If you do want to see more gaming content from me, that's probably the place to do it, because honestly, YouTube hype is kind of low these days. It's just not what it used to be, and people just want to play games, and if you want to talk to those people while they're playing those games, head over to Twitch. So, neat game. Gaming for me right now has been a lot of Far Cry. With Far Cry 5 just about to come out, I've been trying to catch up. So I finished off Far Cry 4, and now I'm trying to finish off Far Cry Primal. And right now, actually, there's a Far Cry sale on PSN, and I'm probably going to pick up Far Cry 5 digitally, and the Far Cry 4 DLC, which looks pretty neat. There's this, it's like a Hunt for the Yeti campaign. Looks pretty neat. So who knows, if you stop by Twitch, catmax_gaming, you might see me playing some Far Cry. Next up in the this is, by the way, this is just stuff, like I just did a quick walkabout in the apartment. I was like, this is a recent pickup, I'll show that off. This is a recent pickup. So we got some TMNT Adventures comics from the Archie Adventure series. I've got a ton of these. I collected these back in the day when you could pick them up from the old 7-Eleven. I like this one because it's got this toy ad on the back here. And not too long ago, I actually found one of these. I don't think I showed it off. Maybe I did. I probably didn't. But it was, yeah, pretty neat toy. I dig the chrome. Very shiny. Yeah, this was a good comic book series, though. Very, very neat. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all these already, but they're like that. See that wood? That goes to my walk-in closet, and I think it's way in the back, the box that has my TMNT collection, comic collection. So I don't want to dig that up, but you know, if I find these at a thrift shop, and it's like, well, you know, just fun pickup for the memories. But I'm definitely trying to cut back on random, questionably dumb purchases, but you know, it's always a struggle. Okay, you know what? That's messed up, because a million years ago I actually sent in fan art to this comic series, and I drew some Sons of Silence like we just saw there, and I don't think they ever showed them in the magazine, in the comic. So I don't know why that guy's whatever. It's pretty good art, I think. The story's definitely evolved past what we saw in the basic cartoon. Got some quick baggy bots. We got Transformers RID, Bumblebee. These are just like the very quick transformation ones, so there's not a lot of articulation. But when they're literally like a buck or two, it can be hard to pass them up. That's a rescue bot, Bumblebee. This one's pretty neat. This is, I don't remember his name, but this is from, no, it's Peter the Puppy. His angry mode from Earthworm Jim. As you might recall, the Earthworm Jim had a cartoon for a little while, and this was one of the main characters. This is his evil mode, where he will rip you up because you made him mad. Don't make Peter the Puppy mad. Next up, we have Archer from the movie Small Soldiers. Not too long ago, I found Chip Hazard. It's actually right here. I don't even know if I want to keep them, but apparently I'm working on a Small Soldiers toy collection. Sure. See, it all comes down to price. It's a lot easier to buy random silly things that throw a buck or two. Now this I don't understand. What, like, I don't know why I bought this. It's a Value Village purchase, $8. This is still sealed. I guess I can say it's really brand new, but it's unopened. Like the tape is still there. Power of the Prime's Grimlock. Like, why would someone buy this, just leave it sealed, and eventually just be like, no, I bought it, but I don't even want to open it, so I'm just going to donate it. I don't understand why people do that, but sure, I might resell it. I'm really not into the reselling scene, but I don't know, why did I should have, I don't know, it's a great deal though. Normally this is like, these sizes for last year were like $30 before tax. And $8, I mean, it's pretty good savings. And it's still sealed. And finally, we got some Transformers bots. These are pretty new. They came out around Christmas time, and they're basically Transformers that turn into just everyday household objects. Like this is great. This hockey guy, he turns into a hockey puck. And they've got this like ruler eraser guy. A headset that turns into a little gorilla. Worried computer guy, mystery figure. The hype for these when they were coming out was very high, which was a lot of fun, but I don't know, I feel like the hype is going to die down on BotBots. They're very neat. I've got a bunch of these that are open already, but these ones I just haven't opened yet, and I don't know why. It just is what it is. Alright, so tell you what, just give me a moment here. I'm just going to clean this up a bit, and we will check out tonight's pickups. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So we just tidied up a bit and moved the camera back a bit, and let's check out what we found tonight. Now, as I said, I'm honestly been trying to cut back on a lot of this stuff. sometimes I get weak, though, and I do pick up a couple things more than I probably should have, such as this first noisy thing. You don't leave the turtle van, though. I mean, check this out. This is arguably the coolest thing I'll be showing tonight, but like I saw it, and I was just like, it's missing a side door thing. It's not the greatest condition, but honestly, it's in pretty great condition. Like, look at the stickers are still applied there. The top opens up. You can put all your Turtles figures in there, or your Earthworm Jim figures. Whatever. This is basically like it's very similar to any kind of Ninja Turtle figure. Put them in there. Now they got their adventures. Who puts a spoiler on a van? That's funny. $3.99 Canadian. Better be careful though. I don't want to get binged for music usage. It's such a pain in the ass to use YouTube nowadays, to be honest. What's on the ew? Ugh. Yeah, neat. Now I'm going to clean that gun off, or the gum off of that tire. And yeah, $3.99, pretty sweet. They also had a Spider-Man Venom. It was like a gray and green Venom with like tendrils coming out of his arms. I looked it up on my phone here though, and it looked like it was missing extra tendrils that would have been on its back, so I left it there. Neat figure, but you know, if they are missing parts, it is easy. That is really when I should leave them. So we have a baggie to open. This is, I think, the only, pretty much the only Value Village find aside from the old one there, the Power of the Primes. But we got a $2 baggie of what looks to be combiner limbs. So we can open that up real quick. Yeah. I'll be showing a picture of it at the end, but I found some War for Cybertron figures, and I didn't buy them because, as I said, I'm trying to cut back and stuff. And if I have a figure already, I certainly don't need to buy it again. Power of the Prime's Grimlock, but anyways, that's junk, and that's junk. There actually is Thomas the Tank Engine does have some neat. Is that a whistle? I do not want to put my lips on that. Ugh. There actually are some neat die-cast Thomas the Tank Engine toys, but that's not for me. Definitely not for me. This is why we picked up this baggie. I'm going to have to do some research to figure out which lines these go to. But I'm thinking they're those kind of basic-looking movie combiners, because that port looks like. I think it's the same port every time. Like, you just kind of snap them on parts of figures. And I do have the figures that these snap onto, but I've never really had these pieces here, the combiner parts. So we'll figure out. This one looks different. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some research online. Figure out if I have the main piece that these go to. Okay, where's that focus going? There. But yeah, it's kind of neat. Okay. And ooh, we do have a couple more games, or one more game at least. Okay, focus going crazy again. There we go. Game Boy cases. I can always use more Game Boy cases. Game Gear case. I guess I could use a Game Gear case. Game Gear case plus game. Look, it's AC's. How do you open these crazy Sega cases? There you go. It's AC's favorite game, Shock Rock, and now on the Game Gear. I was at our local retro gaming shop, and someone basically traded in their entire collection of Game Gear games. But I'm finding the local shops, when they resell Game Gear games, they tend to be still pretty expensive, even though it's not a system that people really think of. It's kind of gone under the radar despite the craziness of retro gaming in general, like with, like Super Nintendo games being worth a fortune. But for some reason, Game Gear never really caught on for collectors, at least not yet. But Chuck Rock Classic gaming character, and $5. Here, I'll put this in now. Note to future Steven doing the editing. Please insert our picture of the Game Gear shelf. There it is. One of the shelves of Game Gear games. There's a Mega Man in there. That's a pretty uncommon game. But look at the price. Oof. For a Game Gear game? Get out of here. People who collect retro gaming nowadays, you gotta wake up. These prices, they're not good. It's not worth it. It honestly isn't worth it. Okay, come back here. Okay, we're back. Alright. Okay, what do we got? The rest of the thingies in my bag of swag here are movies. Okay. Highlander. Ooh. Shout out to Retro Film Dango, the podcast that was it this week or last week? I think it was, well, whatever, like 2 weeks ago. This is one of the movies they were discussing on their podcast, and they said they didn't like it. And when it comes to people like Kevin, really, if he says something is bad, it's probably good. So, so I was like, yeah, I haven't seen Highlander. The music is cool, but I don't recall really at all what happens in this movie. So, $3, just the disc. What's neat about this place is it was one of the Salvation Armies in town, and if you donate stuff to them, they'll give you a discount card, which I did use for a lot of this stuff. Next up, The Dark Knight 2-disc special edition. Now, I have this already on Blu-ray, so I'm not totally sure why I bought this, but as you can see, it's actually still sealed to the point where you can't open it without cutting that part, so that's pretty cool. The discs are in there, and there's like a book and stuff, so I'll have to give a closer look to that later, but great movie. I mean, maybe an impulse purchase more than anything else. As I said, I do have this on Blu-ray, but I guess if I don't have it on DVD, it kind of makes it worth buying again, maybe? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Return of the Living Dead. This is a really cool movie. A lot of critics would say it's the best zombie movie. It's got punks and naked girl and really graphic zombie violence, and if you like gross stuff, it's pretty cool. This is the one where the guy there's like a army. Well, we can read it here. Army surplus store. There's this nerve gas. It gets released into the air, and all the zombies come to life because it basically makes any dead flesh or tissue come back to life. And these are arguably the worst kinds of zombies because anything can just come back to life and bite your ass. It's not a great situation for them to be in. Cool movie though. These are pretty uncommon. The Lloyd Kaufman movies on DVD. This is Toxic Avenger Part 2. Honestly, I'm not a huge Toxic Avenger fan, but this is just one of those more rare movies. And yeah, it's got the balk and that. We're looking here. Is there anything to see in here? No. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely keen to watch this one again. Avenger, more for the collection. Dark Knight, more for the collection. Highlander, I do want to watch again. I'll put that on the watch list. Next up, Daybreakers. This is actually a pretty dumb movie. It's a really cool concept, though. Long story short, vampires. They always fight humans, like bite humans, and now you're a vampire too. Well, what would happen if almost everyone was a vampire? That's what this movie is. And they have to deal with issues like, how are we going to feed everyone now? Because everyone's a vampire and there's no one left to eat or feed upon or suck their blood. It's not a great movie, but I don't know why, but I've been thinking about it a lot. And sometimes that's all the reason I need. And now we just have a couple TV box sets to finish off this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Sesame Street Old School, $5. The 1969-1974 Volume 1. $5, pretty good deal for, what is this, 3 discs? It's got a little booklet. This is another one that's purchased. I kind of was like, I don't know. But I guess we did take the plunge on it. And Old School Volume 2, still sealed. I think it's probably because this one is sealed that I bought that one as well. Because if it was just this one, I might have left it. But when there's two of them, and one of them is still basically brand new, like you can see here, original price was $40, and I got these for $5 each for 3 discs. I don't know, like I think I've seen. I don't know if it actually says it here or not, but it's said before like these are not even meant for kids; they're more for adults at this point because. I don't know why. I want to know why can't kids of today see this? Is it not PC enough for their little hearts? I don't know. Whatever. And finally, we're going to finish off this episode with some Deadwood. Shout out to Sean, aka P1, the Cartridge Brother. I believe this is one of his favorite TV series. And yeah, $8. That's like. Damn, that is a really cool case. It's like this old-timey book. Got this thing folds out, and then there's this thing, and this folds out. So much folding, all these discs. It's pretty cool. I've never seen this before. Obviously, I've heard good things. Old-timey TV series. So, yeah, you know, get where I go. If I don't find a new job, I'll have the time to watch it. At least for a little while. I think it'll be alright though. There's the job seems pretty healthy right now. Actually had an interview at a hotel a few blocks away here, which would be not a bad gig at all. We have a local ferry that pays really well, and they're doing some hiring. There's a cruise job fair coming up too. And as you can see here, we've got season 2. It's pretty neat. Unfortunately, with both Deadwood and this old school Sesame Street, I believe there are additional seasons. I think there's a 3rd season of this, and maybe there's a 3rd and a 4th volume. Whatever. That's fine. So, there it is. That's it. That's it for Gamer Hall episode. No, that's not it. We're not done yet. 22 minutes in. We'll flip through these real quick, but it is now time for everyone's favorite segment. Stuff I saw that I didn't buy, but thought was cool, so I took a picture of. So, first of all, I've got a picture of the new How to Train Your Dragon movie merch, which is, this was a picture taken at our Toys R Us. And I was just like, yeah, you know what? These are pretty decent looking, solid, no dumb gimmicks, just good looking dragon toys. I don't want any of these ones. I know in the past I did a glow-in-the-dark dragon, which looked pretty cool. Like the toy itself glowed in the dark, and I want that. These ones I can live without, but, just looks like a good solid toy line for the kids. Next up, we have some Mega Man toys. I saw these at our local EB Games. They're made by Funko, who are the ones that make those, those vinyl collectibles. And these look neat, but for that wave 1, it was basically just 3 different Mega Mans and a Dr. Wily, and these are just the most basic, boring characters they could have made toys of. So I hope there's a wave 2 and a wave 3 and a wave 4, and they just do Robot Masters, because I want Mega Man 2 and 3 and anything that aside from original Mega Man, I want Robot Master toys. Make those toys, Funko, and I will buy them. Easy money. I don't know why Capcom doesn't make Robot Master merch. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like they don't even have the license to them or something. I don't know. Next up, we have an Afterburner Tiger LCD game. Now, this thing is pretty darn cool, but as you can see, it's very discolored. It should have been like bright gray, kind of. Now it's got that gross yellow look to it. The stickers were pretty good shape. It just looked gross. Kind of reminds me of, how some of the NES or SNESs would go discolored. It was kind of like that. And honestly, it's just junk that's going to take up space, and I don't have space to be taking up. And finally, we have a Super Pong 4 picture. That's what I saw that tonight, along with a lot of stuff that I picked up. But, once again, it's just a neat, collectible, very retro gaming thing. I think Sears put that out. If the controllers, I think, said Sears on them. Neat, but once again, I doubt it even works, or if I even have a TV old enough to run it. So I just left it. Good price, but it I don't know. Does it work? I don't care. I gotta cut back on junk like that. Okay, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 56 of Gamer Hall. We actually had some games. Normally it's a lot of toys and movies lately, but that's just what's out there. But we get some games there too. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wish me luck for my next job. I want something good, and hopefully that's what I end up with. Otherwise, I do want to take a bit of time off from working in general, if possible. So who knows? I would like to do another hypecast, maybe a toycast. Watch me stream games. It's uncommon that I do, but if I do, it's usually evenings West Coast time, which is unfortunately when a lot of people are asleep. But maybe you'll see me there. Come say hi. Otherwise, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Wish me luck.